Shalom, Kahaloim La Yahabashim Yahushai Bashem Chakodash. I'm gonna just make this video real quick, going over this recently trending topic about this man out in Atlanta. He's homeless, just kind of down on his luck. I perceive him to be a Jake, or so-called Negro Latino / Native American. I do perceive him to be a Jake, and and the reason why this is going viral is because he's a very comely brother, and he went online asking for some help, asking for some financial support, some resources, just a little bit of wherewithal so he could get by, on his day to day. You know what I'm saying? It's like he doesn't appear to be begging, you know what I'm saying? But he just asking for help. He just down on his luck, and you had a lot of women, all right? You had a lot of women, respond and reply to him. Like, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like, somewhere around 1,000 some odd women that was willing to, quote unquote, help him out and so on and so forth, which I'm gonna go into that in a little bit, man. But this is not by any means, all right. I am an Israelite. I don't make videos, antagonizing women, okay? However, you know what I'm saying? Like, being in this truth, you do have to make certain points and relate it back to the scriptures, okay? And one of the main points that the scriptures talk about is how women oftentimes have poor judgment, all right? Which I'm gonna go into all of that, okay? Because the reason why these women have offered to help this man out is I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 times, is because he's a handsome brother. And oftentimes, what do women do? They move these, handsome or street men, or convicts, into their homes. Sleep with them, They're in charge of those men. All right, the woman is in there making the rules. It just very poor in judgment, if you will. Okay, so that's in. I'm on O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel, okay? He's talking about this more so toward the end of the video, but let's go ahead and get the poster real quick.
Escobar. He's a brother from St. Louis. Nothing wrong with the brother. Seems like he's been on his luck, but hey,
Salakia, he's from St. Louis, but I think he's a homeless in Atlanta.
Kept it real. He says this. Sad music. Rentley, I think he meant to say, recently lost my home. Just need a place that is reasonable price so I can get back on my feet. Tired of sleeping in Atlanta shelters. Very quick person. I think he meant to say quiet person. Instead of myself, work a job and also have a clothing line. I moved to Atlanta from St. Louis, Missouri 4 years ago. He put year. If anybody have any resources you can send my way, I will accept. Thank you. I appreciate it. So this is a...
All right, so he just down in O'Shea, he goes to say it as well, too. Just a man who's just down on his luck. He lost his home, moving to Atlanta and so on and so forth, right? Now, he's already in a very vulnerable position. Okay, he's in a position of where, you know what I'm saying, because we need we need money to to get by in this everyday life. It goes without
or
saying.
not as successful as him.
Okay, we need money to get by in this everyday life, and once again, you know what I'm saying, about 1,000 something odd women have offered to help this man out. Okay, but I want you to listen to what O'Shea Duke Jackson says toward the end of the video.
Look at Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has been in the industry for so many years. You cannot explain to me how Keke Palmer ended up with a guy like Darius Jackson. But stranger things have happened. And the reason why she ended up with Darius Jackson is because Darius Jackson isn't as successful as these other guys. These other guys...
Yeah, because and there's many other big names as far as women in the industry who've married lesser successful individuals and things of that nature, man. Because the problem, one of the main problems in this society, all right, called America, which is spiritually Babylon the Great, is that our women want to be the power heads of the household, man. When back in the scriptures, the man was the head of the household. The man was the Lord of the household, because men typically, generally speaking, men have better judgment, okay? All right, right along with you know, they're physically stronger, physically more capable, you know, morally more capable, or spiritually, however you want to, you know, call it. Okay, men are, you know, providers, protectors, etc., etc. Okay, so back in the ancient world, all right, men ran the household. Okay, but today you got the woman running the household, man. All right, and women, knowing that they have, you know, a fixed amount of power on this side in this life, they'll utilize, you know, their degrees and their certifications to leverage that over a man that they so desire for whatever reason. It could be, you know, a quote unquote Pookie or Ray Ray, or what have you. Okay, they'll use that to leverage over the man's head and keep him in check. All right, given the situation that what she makes all the money. Okay, she has the power. That's how these women think. All right, the one who has the most money has the most power. That's the logic of this society. All right.
Not put up with that particular attitude. But I'm going to tell you who will put up with that particular attitude. A brother who's down on his luck. And he'll put up with it for as long as he can sustain it. But if he ever gets on his feet, he's going to leave. This is why it's so paramount for men to help each other in today's time, man, and to actually do well. Because
what he said right there is right. That's in the scriptures. You know, it's important for, and he's speaking, you know, specifically concerning men, but it's in, you know, our customs. Okay, that you know, if one of your own is, you know, down on their luck, you're supposed to help them out, man. Okay, you're supposed to. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. What do the scriptures about helping financially? It's somewhere in the law. I'm trying to let me see. I'm gonna go to the site that says Women's Day, but let's just jump to the scriptures, right? All right. Let me see. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and so you will fulfill the law of who the world calls Christ." Okay, you got that. Let me see. This isn't what I want. Slack it, just bear with me. Let me see. I think this is it right here. Well, what was it? Deuteronomy. Oh, Deuteronomy 15. Okay. Deuteronomy 15:7. It says, "If anyone is poor among your fellow Israelites in any of the towns of the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not be hard-hearted or tight-fisted toward them." Okay, so, you know, give up what you can to help, you know, that individual get back on their feet. All right, so O'Shea Duke Jackson, he's right. It's important for men to help each other, man. All right, it's important for our people to help our people, okay, and not to do it grievously, okay, because we want to be able to, you know, thrive as a nation, man. Okay, that's what we want to be able to do as much as we can. All right, which, you know, us thriving is not going to happen in this life, but you get the point, man. That's why what?
when I was in high school, I had a real
That's why what, you know, for the most part, we just limited to you know, the brothers, within the camps, man. And this is not to say that you can't give to a homeless Jake. All right, this is not to say that a homeless person in general, just do what you want to do with your money. Okay, but it's okay to help out where you can. We're actually supposed to do that. All right, you got a brother that's down on their luck, man. You're supposed to help them out. Okay? But once again, the issue, with the majority of women is, once again, if they have they see it to where if they have more money, they have more authority over the household. Okay, so anything they say or anything they speak out of their mouth is law. All right, well, let's see what the scriptures say about that, right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 25, verse 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. All right, so the scriptures is saying right there, all right, this is better to, keep house with a lion and a dragon, all right, than to keep house with a woman that's cruel towards you. All right, she manipulates you. Okay, she usurps authority. All right, she's full of contempt. Always speaking down on you and belittling you because you're not as financially apt as she is. Verse 17, it says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Yeah, like toward the end of the video, all right, where he was talking about how a man who's down on his, and it's especially among Jakes, man, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. It's mainly among us. Okay, a man who's down on his luck is more susceptible and more likely to putting up with a woman being, in charge of his whole entire life. All right, giving him allowance, once again belittling him, and so on and so forth. Okay, she's being cruel towards you. All right, she's holding you in contempt. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Yeah, man, he'll go on and start complaining to his people's like, damn, man, she really giving me the runaround, man. My girl be talking crazy to me, man, and yada yada yada. Yeah, she make more money and stuff like that, but I don't like the way she treat me as a man, and you ain't supposed to like it. That's why it's like, if you don't have to be in that situation, then don't. All right, verse 19, it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So see, there you go. All right, once again, not all Israelites make videos antagonizing women, because that's one of the more popular misconceptions when it comes to coming into the Hebrew Israelite ministry, man. We don't antagonize women. All right, we just read off what the scriptures say about women. All right, the scriptures speak about the wickedness of women. The scriptures also speak about the righteousness of women. Okay, verse 20, it says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. See, so there you go. All right, and that quiet man, represents, the man down on his luck. He's not doing so well financially. All right, you just got, the woman that he may be living with, all up in his ear like, nigga, you ain't shit. I got more money than you. You gonna do what I tell you to do, or you getting the hell out. Yada yada yada, so on and so forth, man. Just nagging to him, bringing him down. All right. Verse 21, it says, stumble not at the beauty, and I'm gonna get to the point. Well, more of the point. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. Okay, once again, that's the talking down to you, man. All right, if she's maintaining you, if she's making the rules around the house, and she's not giving you that wiggle room to be the man that you are, and she can't respect that, all right, then well, the scriptures go into it. Verse 23, it says, a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So there you go, man. All right, it doesn't get any more plain than that. All right, and let me jump down to verse 26. It says, If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. Okay, so because you don't want, then here it is right here. Here it is right here. Scriptures right here that clearly say if a woman is not respecting you as a man, she's talking down to you, and so on and so forth. Write her a bill of divorce, man. Write her a bill of divorcement. All right, give her a bill of divorcement. All right, let her go. All right, because a lot of Israelites will try to bring up the matters concerning the ancient law, like if your woman committed adultery, that was the only time you was able to leave her. Well, it says right here in these scriptures, if a woman is obeying your courage, bringing you down and beating on your head, all right, not respecting you as a man, you could let her go. Okay, you could let her right go, man. All right, because she ain't gonna do nothing but continuously stress you the hell out. All right, and if you in the truth, you don't need to be dealing with that, man. Okay, that was the point on that. Let me get this as well too, and I'll say this as well, right? This just goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man. Okay, the Lord said that our women would be against the men and our men against the women. Okay, vice versa. Let me see. Proverbs 25:24, it says, "It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house." Okay, so there you go, man. All right, it's better to dwell. The scriptures say in a corner of a house, man. Okay, you're supposed to have it in your mind, man. I'd rather be, down and out, homeless for a good amount of time than to be staying with a woman who all she gonna do is gonna beat me down, man, beat on my head about how I'm a piece of shit, man. No man in his right mind wants to endure that. Okay, but this is why it's important to cleave to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because the Lord ain't gonna let brothers be without some type of roof over their head, man. All right, but this is why it's important to please the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, who the world inwardly knows as God in Christ. Okay. So I just wanted to go into that video right there. I didn't want to bring out I didn't want to make this too long. It just comes to show where the minds of our women are, man. Okay, they see a handsome brother like this one, or some nigga, some random pookie or Ray from the streets, or a jailbird, and move them in immediately. Okay, without vetting these men, properly knowing them. Okay, they try to set rules and regulations over them. Okay, saying if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then you can't stay here. And it's usually something unreasonable. I'll just say it like that too, right? It's usually something unreasonable. Okay, so you see the mindset of our women, and for you brothers out there that's down on your luck, remember what the scriptures say, man. It's better to just dwell in the corner of a house. All right, just go ahead, suffer what you gotta suffer. Okay, and then keep on looking for ways to do better for yourself. Okay, go to the brotherhood for help. All right, through the Lord. Lord's willingness is edifying. Shalom.